Hello. In this clip from our Justia webinar, Virtual Isolation, is hyperconnectivity helping or harming the legal professional? Brian Quinn reviews issues affecting the legal industry, like digital device addiction, mental health issues, and substance abuse disorders, as a result of virtual isolation. If you want to see more Justia videos on law practice and legal marketing, be sure to subscribe to our channel.
Digital device addiction. It may not be recognized as an addiction in the DSM. There are other organizations worldwide that do recognize it as an addiction. This is kind of a, you've seen the 20 questions that we ask the people to answer truthfully and in the privacy of their own office, home, whatever you want to call it. Where no one can really know what you're saying. Be honest. Answer these questions about your use of phones and devices. Being pulled over, using red lights to answer social media posts. Is your phone always in your hand or nearby? Remember the nomophobia. Does it join you in the bathroom? If you don't have it plugged in, will your battery last all day? So, is it taking you too much longer to complete simple tasks? Maybe there's some symptoms you need to be aware of. Okay. You start to get, it affects your sleep. False vibrations. I thought I felt my phone. It vibrated. I felt it in my pocket. I'm missing out on something. You get anxiety. And yes, there are physical signs: eye strain, blurred vision. How about this one? Neck pain, headaches. It's got a name for it now. It's called text neck. Here it is. I'm going to demonstrate it. Text neck. Simple movement. Yes. Got my device in front of me. Just that. You know what it does to your spine? Even the human head puts 10 pounds of pressure. Even the lawyer's head, as big as sometimes they get, puts 10 pounds of pressure on the spine. This movement right here adds that pressure to 50 pounds. 50 pounds. So ultimately, it will cause text neck if you aren't careful. So let's pretend this is a conversation and this is a seminar on substance use disorder and drug alcohol use disorder. And I said, here are the signs of withdrawal from alcohol dependence, drug dependence. They would be the same. Restlessness, anger, irritability, difficulty concentrating, sleep problems, cravings, increased heart rate. All of these are the same with signs of withdrawal from digital device dependency. So be aware of them. When we struggle with trying to control things, we don't try to struggle with things that are good for us, but you try to control your use of alcohol, drugs, sex, exercise, addiction, and there is an exercise addiction, by the way. Yeah, that's a problem. I want you to be aware of this. I want you to have this. This is a resource slide. So you can look at these strategies for improving your well-being, establishing better boundaries, because that is at the heart of this problem. Putting stops on things, limiting social media use, trying to limit the amount of times you check your email a day. I've been told by lawyers who have really accepted this challenge that they've decided to check their email, and they give me a time frame from 10 to 11:30 in the morning, from 2 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Other than that, they will not check, they will not receive, they will not respond to any emails. So they can get their work done. Because if they're constantly being distracted and this volley back and forth, let people know that's what you do. So it's not, people don't get angry I know you saw my text message because it said read and at the precise time. It's been an hour. What's the problem? Problem is I'm working. I'm doing something else. I don't instantaneously respond. That's what the problem is. It's not my problem. It's your problem. So that's what we need to do. Set some boundaries, healthy boundaries. Disconnect. Yeah. Here's a good challenge for you. Don't charge your phone next to your bed. Think you can do it? Why do you do it? First of all, why? Oh, it's your alarm clock. I hear you. What's the purpose of an alarm clock? To get you up and out of bed and moving in the morning? Well, then put it on the other side of the room. So you have to get up to turn it off. Okay? Why don't you try that? If it's your alarm clock, I understand that's what it's really for. Don't do it while you're eating, exercising, or socializing. Maybe try to read, I know, tablets, things like that. If you want to read, use the light that is emitted impacts your sleep. And I'm going to talk to you about sleep in a minute. Manage those apps. Delete the ones that perhaps are more distracting than helpful. Install wellness, mindfulness apps on your phone. Falling asleep with your phone in your hand so you can respond instantly to notifications at any hour is not offering any relief. Intentionally disconnect. Be intentional. Let airplane mode be your friend. The onus is on each of us individually to set feasible boundaries and to de-stress if we're going to achieve what we're seeking, work-life balance. Okay? No phubbing during meals and social activities. Don't even have your phone with you. Don't take your laptop with you on weekends or vacations. Make it a vacation. Too much time is spent in the virtual world, and it can have a negative impact on how you perceive yourself. There are many apps that have that don't have stopping cues. And by the way, I haven't even gotten into internet sports gambling apps. That's a whole problem, and of course, I know in California that's really not an issue yet. But you do travel. I know that it was on your ballot. I guess last year or the year before, I don't remember. Not being in your state, but I did a presentation for a very large firm in San Francisco, and was specifically on gambling addiction, because it is certainly on the rise, and the overwhelming percentage of use is done with one of these. So anyway, happy versus unhappy. These are the apps that we want to avoid and hopefully use. And when things are causing anxiety, unfollow the unhealthy. Unfollow people that are hateful, hurtful, or distressing. Social comparisons. And that's where we have to remember, and it's my internal cue to remind you that sometimes some of these things that I talk about are things that we need to remember for our families, for younger people who have been engaging in dangerous social comparisons. Too much time can in the virtual world can really impact how you perceive yourself. Okay? The time you lose that could be spent forming relationships with others, discovering passions, honing your skills, experiencing new things, leads to a weakened sense of self-identity and confidence because we're busy comparing ourselves to others through social media. Unfortunately, it's important we don't remember that others' online profiles are a curated snapshot, not a full picture of real life's imperfections and challenges. Things are not always as they appear. The grass isn't always greener, so to speak. So we have to overcome intentionally some biases and rethinking great things. Experiences are what make us happy. Okay? We plan for experiences, not material things. You look forward to an experience, enjoy them, relive them. That's the things that we need to remember. We get so accustomed to things Uh, and hedonic adaptation describes when we get accustomed to things, and those things have much less of an impact after the initial jolt of happiness. So try to share experiences with other people. What I really need you to do is take this challenge, folks. It's what I call my oxygen mask challenge. But it starts by saying this to you. I want you to devote 4% of your life to taking care of you. What's 4% of my life? 1 hour a day is 4%. 1 hour a day is 4%. Is that too much to ask? Why do you call it an oxygen mask challenge? Because I want you to remember when you're out on those, getting ready to go on that wonderful vacation, and the flight attendants are giving you the last minute instructions, and we all know about buckling seatbelts and not utilizing the lavatories for electronic smoking, and et cetera, et cetera. The last thing they always tell us as we approach the runway is, even if an unexpected loss of pressure, oxygen mask will descend. If you're with someone that needs help, they tell us to put our own mask on first. And you folks have to put your own mask on, because you're problem solvers. People come to you to solve their problems. I don't want you to be converted to a problem collector who looks at that person in the mirror every day and says, I know you've got problems, but I'm too busy to take care of your problems. If you don't take care of yourself, put your own oxygen mask on first, use some of these quick stress busters, and be mindful and take care of yourself, and maybe even meditate and try that. Best thing I ever did was put a meditation app on my phone. It does more for me, frankly, than probably eating healthy or cultivating a positive attitude or some of these other quick stress busters. Good night's sleep is pretty important. I only spend a minute a day on this other one, gratitude. Is that all? Yeah, because I'm shocked every time I do it. I have a reminder. I use my phone for positive things. Today I am grateful for. It comes up on my phone every day at 10 a.m. And then I put a 1 minute timer on, and I write with a pen and a piece of paper everything that I'm grateful for. And I'm shocked every single day at how many things I can write down in 60 seconds. It's a 60-second exercise, but it allows me to memorialize and reflect and reduce some of the stress in my life and activate my parasympathetic nervous system without ever using a device. All these things on the screen right now will benefit your parasympathetic nervous system, the opposite of the fight or flight system. It's the rest and digest system. And yeah, you need to set your table every day for success, and sleep is what does it. So look at these things. Use this as a toolkit, this slide presentation. Make sure you use these things. There's no reason for me to go through all these slides, but I want you to have access to all this information, because it'll help you every single day. Because if you don't take care of yourself, you can inadvertently violate the rules of professional conduct. All these things will help you alleviate some of the risks, because we're at a high risk population in the law. High expectations, high accountability, high stress level, conflict-driven profession, emotionally detached, thinkers not feelers, win-lose mentality constantly. And we're ashamed and we're embarrassed to ask for help because of the stigma that surrounds these issues in our society is disproportionately magnified in our profession. Who wants to admit that they need help? I didn't want to do it. I denied it. This could be a self-portrait. I think I have another one. It's usually a person with their head stuck in the sand. Sometimes I use for this one, with dealing with denial by rationalizing and minimizing my behavior. I didn't realize it until somebody started the ripple effect in my life. And that's what I need you to do. And it started with a simple question. Are you okay? What's going on? Can I help you? Sometimes we just have to say those words to someone, and the ripple will start when you least expect it. I had said, no, I'm okay. I'm fine. I don't need anybody's help. I could take care of all these things myself. These are all the things that I said. because I had never heard of a lawyer's assistance program. Okay. I had never heard of it. I couldn't imagine that there were people out there that would help a stranger, but there are. It's your lawyer's assistance program. There's no reason to give up hope. The most compelling thought I can remember having is that the bot is on this screen, that I was not alone. I thought that I was, and I was wrong. I was not alone. So when you want to tell someone you'll call them back, yeah, make it a real live stream that you're watching. Call them back after that. Get outside, enjoy yourselves, take care of yourself every single day. It's up to you. So I want to thank you for being here. Remember, all of these slides are yours to use. Here's my contact information. Feel free. I know I'm in Pennsylvania. It doesn't matter. We make referrals all over. If you don't want to call anybody in California, call us, call LCL of Pennsylvania, call me, text me, email me. It's what I do for a living now. So thanks for letting me be here today with you.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did enjoy it, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more law practice and legal marketing videos. See you in our next clip.